And we move now into Division 3, which I said before the break is going into its final round of the home and away season. It is round 19. The season, well, it's not, everyone's still got at least one game to go because Watsonia sits at the bye this weekend, but they, of course, have two finals at the very least to play this year. They're playing, they finished in second spot. It was a dramatic round 18, wasn't it, Ramon? You were at the St Mary's and Thomastown game. Of course, that game played for the inaugural Northern Footy Show Cup. It ended in a draw somewhat dramatically, and I guess the Watsonia Parkside game went right down to the wire as well. So looking at the ladder now, the top four sides confirmed, and Watsonia and Panton Hill playing that second semi-final with the winner to progress straight through to the grand final. The first semi-final, of course, the knockout game, is now going to be Reservoir and Thomastown, the two sides which we felt might win the premiership this year. One of them is going to be bundled out in the first week of the final series. What an amazing round of footy, and what an exciting final series we have coming up.
Yeah, not to mention a costly draw to Thomastown. Had they defeated St Mary's, they could have possibly been looking at the double chance. But now it's not going to happen. They're going to go straight to the first semi-final against, as you said, Sam, with two sides that I thought possibly would have been playing off in the grand final.
So it was pretty amazing stuff. We go into the final game of the year where it has to be said there's going to be three favourites going into each game, but the first game we look at, it's probably the most interesting. It's Panton Hill at home, I guess, in a sense, at Hurstbridge to the Reservoir Football Club. And this is a massive game. I think more so for mine, this is a big game for Reservoir because they've won 4 games on the trot. That's had the bye. Now, if they can win this one, take a winning streak of 5 games in a row against Thomastown into the finals, a team where they've beaten once this year and then lost 2 by 5 points. They have great confidence going into that first semi-final. They've been beaten comfortably at the very least by Panton Hill twice this year. They've never beaten the Redbacks under Ross Terranova. They're 0-5. This would be a big scalp that they could take and put on the resume going into the final series. Having said that, Panton Hill has just been in absolutely sensational form and didn't concede a goal until after the final siren last week against Heidelberg West.
Yeah, I'm still not. I know you probably might think I'm crazy, whatever else, but I'm not really that convinced on Panton Hill yet until I see him in the second semi-final playing on the bigger ground. I guess that's for Reservoir as well. If they can get a win, they'll certainly boost their confidence coming up against Thomastown in the first semi-final. The game itself, I'm still going to be going with Panton Hill.
I can't go past Panton Hill yet. I know Reservoir's been a lot improved form, but I think Panton Hill's the form line against the Mustang. Also, look at the fact that both played Heidelberg West in the past 2 weeks. It took Reservoir until the final quarter to shake the Hawks. On the flip side, Panton Hill touched them up by a good 100 points, and I just think they're playing too good a brand of footy. I think it's 9 wins in a row that they've already won, and I just can't see them having a slip up before the finals. It's going to be a big test. It's going to be a great game, and hopefully nice and close. Parkside takes on St Mary's, where the winner of this game here will win its 5th game of the season and also finish the year in 5th place. Both sides will probably feel they should have won the game at the weekend. St Mary's was 39 points up at three-quarter time and in the end had to settle for a draw, and Parkside two goals up at three-quarter time against Watsonia. Couldn't quite get on with the job, but it was a really close result in a game that Watsonia just simply had to win. Two sides going with, I guess, a bit of confidence. This game at Pitcher Park, I'm actually going for Parkside to win this one. They won the last clash between the sides, and I just think they'll get the win here.
I think so as well. I mean, it was a great effort by St Mary's. Even though they were up by that many, they did have a huge amount of injuries. And I think that's why I'm going to be going with Parkside to defend this week. I think they ended up having like 5-6 players injured and going into that last quarter. So it's going to be Parkside for mine.
I think Billy Hogan is just going to be a star, hopefully, of our competition in years to come. Otherwise, at a higher level, because he played, obviously, a TAC Cup player. He kicked 4 goals at the weekend in Parkside's loss. And he has played only in 2 previous games. They were both wins for Parkside. So certainly when he comes into the side, they seem to be a lot better team. Also at the weekend, Brad Hockey didn't play, Jamie Gresham didn't play, and Shane McLaren also. So if they come into the side, I think it just favours Parkside. They also got a 5-goal win the last time the sides met at this ground. Final game of the round sees Thomastown at home to Heidelberg West. It is somewhat of a dead rubber. Thomastown can't now move inside the top 2. The best they can finish is 3rd, meaning they wear their home shorts in the final series. Other than that, there's not too much else to play for. Heidelberg West, I guess, looking for a second win. It's going to be pretty tough against a Thomastown team looking to bounce back and take good form into the final series.
Yeah, I think it's certainly a disappointing Thomastown team as well. I think, realistically, I think they had their best opportunity to win the Northern Footy Show Cup last Saturday. I know they were down by 40 points, but they really had everything going from it, and I think they should have pinched a game in the end. how costly it is, I guess we'll find out now in the first semi-final, but that's where they've been relegated to. I'm going to be going with Thomastown, obviously, for a big win.
Yeah, it's certainly disappointing for them, given they've been inside the top two for the majority of the season, and they're not going to finish there now 6 points behind Watsonia. So I guess you just have to forget about it and move on, and move on quickly, because there's, I guess, bigger prizes to settle at the end of the year, and I'm sure Thomastown will be able to bounce back quickly. A massive weekend of action, of course. We wish good luck to those three teams playing their last game of the year, to to Parkside, Heidelberg West, and also St Mary's. So we hope you enjoyed the last game, and certainly look forward to seeing you all back at the footy field next season. For the rest, we also look forward to a massive final series. We thank you for your time tonight, and we'll be back again the same time next week. It will be another bumper edition of NFL TV. Thanks for your time, and see you again then.